you for being here. Thank you for sending me into streaming to Craft on the Clock. I feel like I'm kind of like sideways or kind of crooked. I don't know. Hope it's well. I hope it is well. All right, let's get cooking, meaning crafting. But first of all, I want to go ahead and say thank you so much for joining me. My name is Maureen from Homedecor Science. And this is for the next 45 minutes. We're going to be crafting together. Whether you're watching me here on my page on Craft on the Clock on Facebook or on YouTube here on His Grocery Science. Want to also let you know that this is a Thursday right before Thanksgiving. And I have been thinking of maybe perhaps we should do something um, with kind of like a Thanksgiving related kind of thing. But my mind didn't go that far, so we're going to be doing something Christmas. I want to say hello to Diane. Thank you so much for being here, friend, and Darla. Thank you, thank you. You guys were just finishing up a resting project from Tracy, Creative Tracy. And thank you for joining me. And right after me, in the next 43 minutes or 40 minutes, you're going to have another crafter, which is I had it written down and I left my paper over there. She sheds. I always get, it's like the tongue twister. She sheds. I always get my tongue twister. But anyways, Kathleen, thank you so much for being here. And Kay, welcome back. All right, I have something to show you. And you probably won't believe me, but this project is going to be coming from Florida with love to you. Okay, that's where I am. I'm in Florida. So this project is going to be done with oysters. So Gail, thank you so much. And Miss Kelly, you're back, friend. And thank you for sprinkling, for sending me out into the world. And I see Miss B and really small. So B, give me 1 second and I will on YouTube. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this up right now. Give me a minute and we'll get started. By the way, if you are new to me, would you please let us know? And you will get the best welcome from an incredible group here on YouTube, on Facebook, from all the wonderful, wonderful hostesses in yeah, that's why I called you guys. You're like little hostesses. Thank you so much. And Batty Phoenix, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you get to subscribe. All right, so this project comes from Florida to you, and we're going to be using oysters. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Anita. Hi, Gail. Good evening, friends. And we're going to look for one, okay? And you're probably thinking, what on earth are you doing? We're going to make up oyster baby Jesus. Yes. So this project comes to you from Florida with love, and I have 2 contenders there. So yeah, we're going to be making a manger today, and our baby Jesus is going to be an oyster. So how are you? Is that crazy enough? Welcome to Florida. So for all of you that decide to come this way for your vacations, then this project is something for you to do with some of those fun souvenirs that we get from here. All right. Hi, Susan. How are you? You're new. Let's all welcome Miss Susan Bernard. Thank you so much for being here. Where are you watching from? All right. And Janet is also here. Let's get started. Okay. I want to show you options. I like to always show you options. Tomorrow is going to be, by the way, in Craft on the Clock. You're going to find the Fun Friday theme for tomorrow will be Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree items, which usually is right down my alley because almost on every craft I actually do Dollar Tree items. But I want to show you, not that we get any money from the Dollar Tree stores, heavens no, but wanted to show you something. You find these little frames at the Dollar Tree. Listen, it is a canvas. It is a canvas, and it also has a sawtooth hanger, right? And if you notice that it's a sawtooth hanger is actually kind of sideways, it's kind of crooked. But still, they gave us a sewed-to hanger, so we say thank you. And want to let you know that this is also $1.25. Now, wanted to give you this an idea. Okay, New Jersey is in the house. Jersey girl. All right. So, want to show you. Look how much bigger is the other one that you also get at the Dollar Tree. Okay, so you have options, and one of the things that I kind of want you to think about, if you don't have a frame for something like this, think about layering. Hi, Martha. And think about layering our the two frames together, one on top of the other, and then all of a sudden you have a frame, you have an outline, you have made a frame for this little one like this. Okay, not only that, but it elevates it. Now, one of the things that is really trending right now, it's fabric matting. Okay, so you're going to take your mat and you're going to mount it with fabric. That's really trending right now. So you could put fabric underneath here. Hi, Janet. Did I not say hi? Hi, Miss Georgianne. How about you? Thank you for being here. Michigan is, Gail is from Michigan. Wow, we're like opposite ends. So yeah, so that's one of the things I wanted to show you. Thank you for the hearts, friend. Oh yes, Sonia. So Shisha's Creations. Yes, thank you. She's the one that's coming up next. Thank you. I always get tongue twister. Let's get working. Today's project is going to be an easy one, but nonetheless, we need to get started. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my paper towel and put it on here. And by the way, guys, want to let you know that I just posted an actual, a new video on my YouTube channel, and it's about Maple Leaf Angel. I'm going to take my plaster paint, and this is by Waverly. And let's see if I... And we're going to try to cover up this baby. Okay, go ahead and pour. And this is just, honestly, it's just to kind of go ahead and, even though this is beautiful as it is, I'll be completely honest, it is really a beautiful frame. Okay, I went ahead and I did wash my brushes. Did I not? Did I really bring them? I think I brought them already. Hold on. Yes, I did. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my brush, and let's get painting. This is just going to give us kind of like what Yeso is going to do to a canvas. It's going to give us something for our paint to adhere to, but it's also going to cover up and give us a nice fresh start on our little mini canvas. Now, the paper, I mean, what's this canvas is covered with, it's not 100% cotton. It's not a cotton fabric. It's actually more like a plasticky kind of fabric. I don't know if you hear it as I'm painting. It's more of a plasticky kind of fabric. So do keep that in mind. However, it does go cheaper. It is cheaper than getting this kind of size canvas at another store. So, you know, for what it's worth, that's just putting that out there. Good to know about the frames. Yeah, and it's really trending right now, about these kind of framing and matting them. Am I saying the correct word? Matting? I think that's the correct word. Kind of like the frame, of the frame. How we're going to outline it. Okay, so now that we have done this, I'm going to dry it up. And we're going to be using, believe it or not, a nice deep blue. We're going to be using an English navy. That is the correct word. Thank you. Tracy Finale, thank you so much for being here. I hope you get to join. I am trying not to kind of bend your arm but I am trying to get to 500 followers on YouTube. So if you're not yet following me on YouTube, we'll appreciate if you could help. All right, let's see who else is around here. Cheryl, my sister, thank you so much for joining and for sprinkling. Always grateful. Always keep your heat gun moving, especially that is always best for the paint, because we're forcing this paint to dry at a much quicker timing, which is not what paints are designed for. So always keep it moving, otherwise your paint, no matter what paint you use, it will start bubbling on you, kind of like cooking. So always keep it moving. By the way, also want to let you know, you could also, if you have a canvas that you just want to reuse, some old frame that you saw at a thrift store, bring it, use it. You could do that. You could paint over it, put some gesso over it, or put some, you know, color like something like a plaster color will be a good tone to start with. Because I know some of those big canvases can get very, very pricey. Okay, still a tag wet, but we're going to use it because we're going to use that to our advantage. Miss Diane, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. What is my YouTube name? It's actually in the description below. Is His Girls Designs. The only reason why my Facebook is His Girls Designs Official is because my page got originally hacked and I had to start all over again. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use my English Navy, okay, by Apple Barrel. I'm going to take another brush because I don't want it to turn white or light blue. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on another container. Hold on. Oh, well, this is not big enough for the brush I'm using. Oh, is it? Oh, it is. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take some of my English Navy by Apple Barrel. It's just a nice deep blue. Think about midnight kind of colors. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dip it in there. And we're going to start brushing. But the way that we're going to brush it, we're not going to paint it all at once. We're going to slowly go back and forth. We're going to give this frame, this canvas, the look or the feel of denim. Okay. Going to go now the opposite way. I should make this smaller because it's giving me. There you go. There we go. Now I could turn the turntable. Now I'm going to come in the opposite direction because denim is a fabric that's woven pretty thick, pretty short stitches or really close together. So we're going to just keep going back and forth so we kind of have that feel. And notice that the white is making it lighter. So that's the reason why I did not want to shared public on Facebook for your press. Oh, thank you so much. I will check that out. Okay, so now go ahead and continue. And now you're going to see, you see how you're getting different layers or different colors of that paint. Just keep this straight on both directions. And now just keep on dragging, bringing my darker paint And it's the same color paint, you guys. It's just the fact that where it mixed with the white a little bit and where it didn't. Just trying to hit the edges as well as I do that. And all of a sudden you have kind of like a little stitching look on your frame. There. Hitting it one last time with a darker one. And my brush is not really soaking. Has enough paint, but it's not drenching. There. All right, so I'm going to show you. Okay, I think I'm ready to show you now. Can you see the texture on there? Hope you could. Can you see it? Okay. It is a beautiful blue. All right. Now, you could come back and hit it with some darker blue. That's totally up to you. But I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it here because we could always darken it with wax. So, I noticed that I have some little, kind of like a little bit of, what can I call that? Curviness or crookedness on some of the stitches. Well, I'm calling it stitches. So I kind of wanted to keep it straight. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Close this up. And now we are going to just dry it off a little bit. And the reason why, especially what we're going to be doing the next step, which is going to be using a hot glue, is because we're going to be using hot glue onto the canvas now. Yeah, the cross hatch. Thank you. Cross hatch pattern. So in a way, it kind of looks like, you know, have you ever seen like that? Have you ever gotten the feel of wallpaper? You know, have you ever seen that wallpaper that looks like, what is it, seagrass, or the one that looks kind of like linen? That trying to just kind of create that. Love how you guys are so friendly with each other. I tell you, sometimes I watch creators. I'm not a chatter. Like I don't do a lot of small talk. So sometimes I say hi initially, and then I kind of stay quiet because I'm like, I don't know what else to say, and I'm listening. I'm listening the whole entire time, you know, and I'm watching, but I'm like, I need to learn from you guys. I really do. He's looking at the material from jeans. Oh, good. I apologize for the long drying time, but it is necessary. Really, truly apologize. It's just necessary. Because we're going to be doing hot glue on top of this. and I need it to stick. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, we're good. Okay. So now it's, I mean, it is truly nice. Look at that, you guys. See that? Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. And you know what? That white, we're going to use that. All right. So let's go to the next step. Now, I told you that we're going to, this is a project from Florida to you. And we're going to be using these, and this is going to be, we're going to be making the manger, and it's going to be very simple because the star of the show will be this clams, well, they're oyster shells. Okay. Hello, who else am I here? Kelly, I thought I said hello to you. I want to make sure, but in case I haven't. Oh yes. Okay, so I'm going to try to see which one looks, just giving it a try, more like, and I kind of, is it me or does it look like there's kind of like a somebody there, right? This one, I think out of all of them, I think the one in the center, look at them closely. The one in the center is the one that looks like the most like there's a little somebody or a little something something there. So we're gonna claim that to be baby Jesus. So this one's gonna be the winner for today. All right, and don't want to lose these. All right, so now we're going to be working with our hot glue. Now, before I start with my hot glue, I always love to come and get something to kind of do an outline with. And I'm going to do this one upside down just for the sake that I want it to be centered. So what I'm going to kind of create, it's kind of like a little house, the one step we kind of learned in preschool how to make. There we go. Just wanted to make sure, okay, that we got an outline going. So now you're going to just be using a lot of hot glue. So be ready for it. I'm gonna turn you upside down so you guys can see. And let me go ahead and put something underneath here so that way it could be lifted up. You guys will be able to see even better. Okay, so I'm going to begin by making our walls. I'm going to make sure that I have kind of like 2 fingers from here. We're going to make those thicker, but I just want to have, look at me measuring with my fingertips. You see that? Okay, so these are going to be the walls of the manger. They will be thicker, no worries. Then we're going to, okay, so it's a basic shape of a house. See that? Oh, Gail, thank you so much. Yay! Gail signed up for the YouTube channel. Woohoo! Kind of want to have a bell here. Tell us about the maple leaf craft. Guys, it's a new video. It's right on there. He's posted it today. But you guys gotta see it. It's the best way to link up. By the way, I'm just going back and forth with the hot glue just to make thicker walls, okay? Just to be able to use what we have right now during the fall. And these are the wooden leaves that Dollar Tree sells. And we're using that to then create a nice angel. So you got to go ahead and do that. And we also did the hot glue technique. So be sure to check that out. Don't miss it. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up. It's just because it just helps a lot to let YouTube know that somebody likes me out there. And because somebody likes me, they let other people know. You know how it goes. It's hard to stand out nowadays, you guys. All right, so there it is. I'm going to show you. Here is our manger. Can you see that? See it with the light? Just want to make sure. I noticed that one is actually further down than the other one, so we got to fix that. Oh, gee, Louise. Hold on. Okay, I just noticed that this side is kind of like a little further down than the other side. So no worries, no worries. And because it is hot glue, don't forget, you could always heat it up and kind of like, you know, remove what you don't want. So it's kind of like a way to cheat. And there it is. You see how this one just came off? So we're just cheating. There it is. You could peel it right off. So if you got something kind of like you don't want it there, fix it. Because you could. Just looking in this side just to kind of make it even. Kind of create a little bit of symmetry. Okay, here we go. Trying to, hold on a second. I just got to lift this one up. That's what I got to do. Okay. There we go. Sorry that I'm doing this without you seeing that. Just there. I think I got it. There. See? Is it better now? It's a little more symmetrical. Okay. Could always go back, but there. Okay. Well, I think it is. I mean, he's a manger, for goodness sake, so it's not going to be the world's best masterpiece. The blue is color is a beautiful blue, navy. What is it? English navy is the color by Apple Barrel. Okay. All right. So now we also, remember I just told you it's a manger, but we need an actual. It's a, sorry, forgive me. It's a stable. It's a stable. We're going to need the actual manger. So now we're going to do the stable. I'm crossing my words. Now I'm going to do the manger. Okay, I did my stable. Now I'm going to do the manger. Now let me show you what the manger is going to do. Think about 2 sticks crossing like this. That's what we're going to do. And think about something that is going to go over to cover this. So that's the plan. Have about 10, 15, 12 minutes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do my sticks crossing, but I'm going to look at it this time, guys, because I want to make sure. Okay, so there's my X where my 2 sticks kind of cross, like an X. Okay. We could continue going through that, but I'm going to just create the shape and then we'll kind of do whatever fixings need to happen. And now we're going to put the top part. So the top part, going to kind of create little kind of hay. See? And then I'm going to kind of like curve it up on the top. Okay. I'm going to come back over here, make it thicker. And just as a reminder, this is hot glue. Whenever you get a mistake, let it dry and you can peel it out, right off, okay? There it is. All right. So now at this point, I want to go ahead and start cleaning off a little bit my webs, because we need to. Kind of need to, because we're going to be painting this. And if we don't paint, remove our webs, you guys, then it's going to start looking kind of messy, because it's going to show. Okay. Now, at some point, we're going to be putting our baby Jesus. Sorry, baby Jesus. This is your Florida version. We're the Florida version here. Okay. We got one more thing to add, which is our star. Now, my star, if I will remember correctly, you know, it's kind of like, it's going to be your X. We could do it this way, or you could do the, the school version, however you want to do it. Or you could put an actual star. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and just do the stick version of it, just because it's a little bit more forgiving when you're doing it with hot glue. Okay, see that? Okay, so I think we got everything we need. Remember, at any point you don't like it, peel it off. Very cool technique. It is. It was one of, before I discovered clay, before I discovered what else? Compound, or all these bunch of things. This is what I used to kind of use a lot of my kind of paintings and stuff. Now look how it's now starting to dry out. You're gonna see some of the whitish point on there. All right, so now here comes the most prettiest part of it, at least to me. I'm going to take my brush. Just need a small detail brush as well. Come on, kiddo, because we have like 5 minutes, 8 minutes. I see it. It's all the way back there. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna let that dry before it gets painted. And here comes my baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. I'm gonna take my detail brush. And we're also going to take a little bit of, I'm gonna take a little bit of wax. So if you allow me, give me 1 second and I'll go ahead and get the wax. This one, I've been trying to move the cable out of the way and I still hit it. Just want to get a little bit of wax here. This is the black. And I'm going to use my wax to be able to detail a little bit or enhance our baby Jesus. Just to enhance our sweet baby Jesus on there. And I think the wax is just going to you could just clear it out and give it more of a translucent kind of look. See that? Now it's looking more like it's a little somebody in there. There. Okay. Now, I could always, as I said, smooth it out, whatever it is. But I just kind of wanted to look like a little more of a something on there. Now I'm going to take my brush. Look like a stronger stroke roof. That's really funny. The Warrior ink. I look like Danny DeVito. Really? First time I ever heard of that. You guys are funny. Right, we're going to go ahead and just outline here our oyster shell. Just outline it. And by the way, guys, this is not a new out of my head what do you call that idea. There's many people that have done, and these are sold on Etsy quite a lot. I think I saw someone selling something like this for like $65. So just FYI, in case you wanted to make something like this and give it as a gift. And if you have a shell, doesn't necessarily needs to be an oyster shell, but if in case you do have a shell from somebody else, from someone else, you know, like another type of shell, do use that. Okay, so now I just did that, and that's going to outline or give a little, say a little, this is going to be a baby Jesus kind of swaddled in there. So I'm going to put him to the side, and now we're going to be working on this one. I'm going to save this one on the side. Okay, I'm going to be getting my little bushier, longer kind of bristles there. And I'm going to come back here, but I'm also, let me go ahead and get a little bit of the white as well. Let me go ahead and get my brush. Just kind of stroke it a little bit. This will give me some of those highlights that I may want. I'm also going to use, I did not get it out. Did I? I bought a new one here. Something that looks like straw. Beige buff, be good one. Something that may look like straw. And we're going to go ahead and get a little bit of that. You can get also some brown if you want. Or you could just do it with just the white. You could do it with black. Just think of the colors, whatever you kind of matches your house. See, Gloria, how are you? What kind of gold is it? This is going to be the full card treasure gold. That's how it looks like. One of my favorite ones, full card treasure gold. Thank you. It is a beautiful blue. Okay, now this is going to be a warm buff. Just kind of giving it some colors on that. What's supposed to be our hay. And at the end, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of that black wax, just to also create some darker tones. Okay. Now we're ready for our gold. I'm going to begin here or focus on the star, just because it deserves it. I also have another kind of gold I think I could also use on the star, just to kind of make it a little bit darker. And now I'm going to just take and start brushing. Just long and gentle kind of strokes. It's not really heavy. Hope you guys can see because I did put it flat. But I just want to go ahead and show you. And I think the gold is kind of like, it becomes kind of like a warm color in addition to this. You're going to be joining Sonia with She Sheds Creations, I believe it is, in just 2 minutes. So we're going to be hurrying up. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and put our oyster, which is going to be our baby cheeses. And remember, we're also going to be hitting it with wax, with a little bit of black wax, and that's going to give it a little more depth. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. And of course, I'm hot glue. And there is a sweet baby cheeses. And last but not least, I did say I was going to hit it with some wax. So where did I put my brush for the wax? Don't know. I just had a little brush. I don't know where I put it. So I'm going to use another one. And this is just to kind of hit it here and there with some darker colors. And that's it. And if it gets too much with the wax, you could buff it off, or you could go ahead and paint a little bit more gold with it, on top of it. So it's up to you. I will go for the buffing it off. See where kind of by adding the black, it kind of looks like a little coppery. There it is. And what do you think of this? From Florida to you, cold states. And there it is. Simple little frame. Now you all remember I want to tell you guys, if you want, you could put it on top of another frame, square frame like this. Think about whatever fabrics you want to use underneath, or paint it, or do some ornate kind of with plaster, do some edges around there. So the possibilities, they're just completely up to you. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Martha. Kay, thank you. Diane and Anita, you guys are going to be going to Miss Sonia from She Sheds Creations or Sensations. I always push her name. I'm sorry. But I hope that you have enjoyed this, and that just gives you nice inspirational. And by the way, just want to let you know, Etsy selling something like this between $45 to $65. So don't feel bad, or actually feel proud if you create something like this and gift it to someone else, because hey, you could show, if it goes pretty pricey somewhere else. All right, thank you, guys. May God bless you. May God keep you. Make his face shine upon you. May God grant you his peace. I hope that I'll get to see you tomorrow morning, as I'm going to be part of the Craft from the Clock Fun Friday. And that's going to be the episode with Dollar Tree items. And if you're not yet part of his Grocery Science, please give me a follow. Appreciate it so much. And also, if you're not part of his Craft from the Clock, What are you waiting for? Make sure that you join. All right. Love you all. Have a wonderful night. And I will see you tomorrow morning about 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love you all. Adios.